Okay guys, welcome to the channel. Today I am explaining redstone power sources. Basically batteries in Minecraft. Yeah, it's weird. But let's get started. First up, we have the redstone torch. As you can see, most of the time it is on, and it can be turned off under certain conditions. Like if you power the torch. Say here, it's just a redstone torch on a block. If you place another torch under the block, the block gets powered and the torch turns off. Same thing if you put a lever on the block. If you power the block that the redstone torch is on, then it will turn off. Next up, we all redstone power sources can emit a maximum signal strength of 15 blocks. So yeah. Next up, we have the lever, which you turn it on and off by right-clicking. Once you turn it on, it can just be held on forever until you turn it off, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have the button. It's pretty simple. You just press it, right-click, and a wooden button will stay on for about 1.5 seconds. Yet a stone button will stay on for about 1 second. Next up, we have the comparator with the container. So, this is a comparator. I'm gonna put the repeater because this is a comparator. I already went over in a previous video, but in short, what it does, it measures how full a container is. So if you put something into the container, it lets out a redstone signal. Basically, the signal is stronger by how much, not how many items in the container, because that's a common misconception. It's actually about how full the container is. So that's why I had to use a repeater, because yeah, it doesn't put out, just one stack in a chest doesn't put out strong enough redstone signal. Next up, we got the trapped chest. It looks like a normal chest, except for the fact that it has like a red tint around the thing. And if you hook a repeater up to it, it'll emit a redstone signal. See? When it opens, which can be pretty helpful for trapping your friend's base. Like say, oh yeah, he opens up his chest to grab his diamonds, and then his whole base blows up. Next we have two redstone power sources that in the wild are pretty dangerous. The skulk sensor and the calibrated skulk sensor. So basically what they do, they detect vibrations. Say like, oh no, I dropped an item. Well, it detects that and sends out a redstone signal. If you walk, it detects that. If you crouch, it can't detect you. But if you go on it, it can. Oh, and if you crouch near one of them, you get this advancement, Sneak 100. This is a calibrated skulk sensor. It, like its name says, it's calibrated. You craft it with see. Okay, wait, sensor. Basically, I'm not really sure what the difference is though. Next up, we have pressure plates, which if you stand on them, they emit a redstone signal. There's generally 4 different types. There's wood pressure plates and all types of wood. There's stone and stone, and I think black stone. And then there's light-weighted pressure plates and heavy-weighted pressure plates, which these are a bit more technical. Basically, the difference between wood pressure plates and stone is that wood ones can detect items dropped on them, but stone ones can't, no matter how many items you put on them. Yeah. They only detect living entity. Don't detect non-item entities like players, mobs, boats, and minecarts, I think. Now, the light-weighted and heavy-weighted pressure plates are a bit more complex. See, they take a certain amount of entities to power, and wait, do items count? Yeah, I think so. But not really that much. See, you need 15 non-item entities for a light-weighted pressure plate. And it's actually at 16, but at 16 entities, it'll put out its full signal strength of 15. What I like about creaking is that you can just one-shot them. You can just one-shot them, they have 1 health. And I'm not going to do this one because it takes 141 entities to work, so yeah, that is not going to work. Anyway, next up we have the detector rail. What it does, it just detects if there's a minecart on it. That's literally all it does. You can hook these up to powered rails to make like one that you should go on infinitely without needing any redstone torches or levers or whatever you use. Next up we have the block of redstone, or redstone block, or I don't know, however you want to say it. Basically it's another power source, kind of like the redstone torch, but it's a full block and it cannot be turned off, even if it gets powered. So yeah, it is always on. Next up we have the target, which I find interesting. If you look at the texture really closely, it's literally just painted hay bale. That's interesting because it's crafted with a hay bale and 4 redstone. It is activated when you shoot it with a projectile such as an arrow, a snowball, so just an arrow, snowball, bottle enchanting. Yeah, these work. Basically just any kind of projectile. Next up we got a pretty unlikely one. The jukebox. Basically what the jukebox does, it plays music discs. But when you put in a music disc, it'll emit a redstone signal. So this can be pretty useful. Say you're just like trolling your friend, so he has a jukebox in his house, so he just got the new music disc, Tears, and he puts it in, Like, oh yeah, I want to listen to it. Wait, what's that? Wait, what's that hissing sound? And then his base blows up. So yeah, pretty cool for pranking. Next up, we have the daylight detector. See, another common misconception, before I explain it, another common misconception with this is that it detects whether it's day or night. It does not detect the time of day. It could care less. Basically, what it does, it detects the light level. So say if I covered this up and say I covered this up and it looks light, but that's because I have a full bright resource pack on. Because I have full bright. Basically, so toss it on here. It will not activate the TNT right now, so light level in here is 0. And this detects light level 15 for daytime. But we can change it by right clicking on it. Now this form is day and this form is night. But this one looks like a chocolate. Literally, it's literally a chocolate bar. Yeah, we have it detecting day. Now we can make it detect. Now we can make it. Yeah, so when you right click it, it begins to detect light level 7 or below, I think. Yeah. Next up we have the observer. Basically this is a pretty complicated block. It has a lot of different ways it can be powered. But basically what it does, it just detects updates in the block in front of it. So basically what it does, it will monitor a specific block. The block directly in front of its face. Even if it's just air. Like just this area right here, it monitors that. So if we do so, it can detect whether an update happens on this block, and it'll send out a quick redstone signal. This can be really helpful for some things. You can once again make a pretty good observer clock. Okay, it's a bit too fast. Let's try a piston. Let's see. Observer clock. Makes a really cheap redstone clock for the end rod machine, if you know what I mean. But basically, that's the redstone power sources. So let's look at how they power. So the redstone torch is interesting. So if you place it down here, it powers just the blocks in the area above it, with an interesting range. If you place it here like this, it powers the blocks above it with this one. Something you'll notice if you place it here, it does not power the block that it's on. But if this block gets powered by another one, it turns off and stops powering these. Next up we have the lever. Like this, it just powers these 4 blocks. Like this, it powers these. See, I can power through a block. Next up the button. Same range as the lever. Similarly with the pressure plate. Next up we have this. It's just the same thing. Redstone block, it's a bit different. It just powers these, so it's a bit smaller. Target. It's just same as a redstone block. a music disc. Not music disc. A jukebox. Just power these. Just like a redstone block. We're starting to see a pattern in all the full blocks. So, on the daylight detector, it's exactly the same, even though it is not a full block. The skulk sensors, they're pretty much the same as the lever and pressure plate and stuff. Same with the calibrated skulk sensor. But yeah, that's all the redstone power sources so far. Comment if I missed any. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content. Anyway, see ya.